Imagine looking up at the night sky, a vast landscape dotted with countless stars, each potentially home to its own solar system. The universe is incredibly vast. It contains billions of galaxies, each containing billions of stars and, by extension, perhaps billions of planets. The question that has haunted humanity for generations is whether we are alone in this vast expanse. Are there other forms of life, perhaps even civilizations far more advanced than our own, out there among the stars? And if so, why haven't we seen any signs of it? This is the heart of the Fermi Paradox, a conundrum that challenges our understanding of life, the universe, and our place in it. Extraterrestrial life refers to life forms that are not native to our planet. The term encompasses all possible types of life beyond Earth, from the simplest viruses to complex plant-like organisms. Some researchers go even further, searching for creatures that are similar in complexity to, or perhaps even surpass, humans. These entities, often referred to as aliens, capture our imaginations and inspire countless science fiction stories. But if extraterrestrial life exists, why hasn't anyone heard of it until now? Do so-called aliens really exist? The Fermi Paradox answers this question. The Fermi Paradox represents a thought experiment by physicist Enrico Fermi in 1950. Fermi argued that extraterrestrial life or extraterrestrial intelligence must be a natural consequence of vastness and the age of the universe. This extraterrestrial intelligence would allow technologically advanced civilizations to survive for several million years. During this time, it would be possible to colonize entire galaxies through intergalactic and interstellar travel. Fermi went even further, suggesting that this colonization has already occurred. However, despite extensive research, the hunt for extraterrestrial civilizations has been unsuccessful, which presents a paradox. Given the age of the universe and the abundance of stars, life should exist beyond Earth, unless the origin of life on our planet was an exceptionally rare event. This brings us to the rare Earth hypothesis. The rare Earth hypothesis posits that the ability of Earth to support life is a unique phenomenon. Although Earth is not thought to occupy a unique position in our solar system, the specific conditions that would allow life to develop there may be extremely rare. Although our galaxy, the Milky Way, spans about 100,000 light-years, a journey in light would take up to 10 million years to cover that distance. Considering the age of the galaxy is approximately 10 billion years, if a civilization capable of colonizing interstellar space existed in the Milky Way, the entire galaxy could be colonized within a few million years. However, the Milky Way is much older than the minimum time required for such a feat, suggesting that extraterrestrial life could exist nearby. However, to date, no evidence of extraterrestrial life has been found, further reinforcing the paradox. In short, if aliens exist, why aren't they here? The Drake equation is closely related to the Fermi paradox. It attempts to estimate the number of active and communicating extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy. However, most of the parameters of this equation are still unknown, which limits its ability to resolve the paradox. The equation only takes into account the Milky Way, a barred spiral galaxy similar to about 2/3 of the galaxies in the universe. Since the observable universe contains up to 100 billion similar galaxies, the final value derived from the Drake equation would have to be multiplied by a significant factor to account for the entire universe. While this increases the number of potential civilizations, the calculation is still imprecise because we do not yet know enough about other galaxies. Furthermore, the Drake equation estimates not only the number of civilizations, but also the likelihood of establishing contact with them. The nearest galaxy, the Andromeda Nebula, is 2.5 million light-years away, making practical contact almost impossible. One argument is that multicellular life in space is extremely rare, because even Earth-like planets are rare. The development of life on Earth required many unlikely coincidences, making the existence of other Earth-like planets equally unlikely. These coincidences include the presence of the Moon and Earth, as well as Earth's position in the solar system, which ensures the right temperature for life. In this explanation, the parameters of the Drake equation are chosen to indicate that our civilization is the only civilization in our galaxy. The Fermi paradox thus becomes less paradoxical because the basic assumption of other civilizations is disproved. This hypothesis is convincing to many scientists, but others believe that Earth-like planets exist, especially with the discovery of more exoplanets. Another explanation for the Fermi paradox is the impossibility of interstellar colonization. A civilization capable of colonizing interstellar space is a prerequisite for the paradox, but this may not be possible. Even with advanced technology, the great distances between star systems pose a significant challenge. For example, it would take several years to travel from the Sun to Proxima Centauri, the nearest star, even at the speed of light. Current knowledge suggests that it is impossible to exceed the speed of light, raising questions about the feasibility and utility of interstellar travel. Renowned physicist Stephen Hawking believes in the possibility of extraterrestrial life and human-like intelligence. However, he also argues that such intelligence could reach a limit and become unstable, possibly leading to self-destruction due to a genetically modified virus, nuclear war, or an out-of-control greenhouse effect. Point 2 Intriguing theories offer darker explanations for the Fermi paradox, the Berserker theory and the dark forest theory. The Berserker theory, named after Fred Saberhagen's Berserker story, posits that aliens send artificial probes into space to destroy other civilizations, thereby eliminating potential threats and allowing the aliens to develop undisturbed. The methods of destruction vary, but the basic idea is to deliberately destroy other life forms. The dark forest theory, inspired by Liu Cixin's Dark Forest trilogy, suggests that extraterrestrial civilizations exist but camouflage themselves to avoid detection by potential predators. This behavior reduces the risk of predation, much like biological camouflage. According to this theory, the universe is a dark forest filled with predators competing for the best hiding places. Gamma-ray bursts, one of the most energetic phenomena in the universe, offer another astrophysical explanation. These bursts can cause mass extinctions on planets within their radiation cones, even light years away. Therefore, the evolution of complex life forms may have been impossible during the first 5 billion years of the universe due to the intense gamma-ray activity. Astrophysicist J. Richard Gott presents a mathematical argument against galactic colonization. He argues that if the galaxies were colonized, we would likely be part of a supercivilization. Given the age and scale of the universe, it seems unlikely that we would form on a relatively young, small, uncolonized Earth. The concept of the Great Filter synthesizes several arguments. He proposes that a filter or obstacle would prevent civilizations from reaching a certain level of advancement. This filter would make higher intelligence extremely rare in evolution. If so, humans may be the only life form that passes through the Great Filter. Alternatively, civilizations may automatically face developments that lead to extinction without passing through the filter. In this scenario, humanity must first pass through it. Philosophical and mythological approaches to extraterrestrial life date back to antiquity. Plutarch's Das Menschenstand, quote, contains thoughts on extraterrestrial life forms, although these texts are rooted in mythology rather than rational argument. The lack of a universal definition of life in astrobiology further complicates matters. Attempts to define life have been incomplete or unsatisfactory, suggesting that no fixed distinction exists between living and non-living entities. Even if life similar to that on Earth does exist, it is unclear whether it originated here and spread through space or whether it evolved independently elsewhere. What do you think? Do you believe that humans and Earth are unique in the universe and that our origins are a series of improbable coincidences? Or are you a science fiction enthusiast who has long believed in the existence of other life forms outside Earth, with specific ideas about what they look like, how they live, and what their planet is? The topic of aliens will certainly continue to intrigue the scientific community for a long time. Write your opinion in the comment form. You may have a creative approach to solving this persistent mystery.